see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Golden Bears ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the first crack at it in this one. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. Than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Cal Bears offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because...
Breaks into the open. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Chambers. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Bears in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Working the middle, it's complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Looking to throw, it's Jimenez. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling. Defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Brad behind the line. It's Marco. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Looking for a crease, it's Chambers. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. The snap sets up the throw. Quickly complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Golden Bears are flying down the field. On the run, it's Chambers. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Chambers. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
That's reeled in. It's Marco. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give from the gun. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Jimenez. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off-play action. Buying some time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to come.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Caught in the backfield. It's Owens.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Makes the grab. It's Marco. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Jimenez. Boom. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cowboys will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll give it to him again. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Chambers.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's open. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's at touchdown, Cowboys. The defense does the work. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Chambers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Pressure coming. Their pass not close as he... The Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs. guy's churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking downfield on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He's got him this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lowy. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw it. He's got him. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shelton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Golden Bears are in the red zone. To the air on 2nd down. The quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, California.
The Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll set up to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
Score! Touchdown, Golden Bears!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would.
And the Cowboys back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a heat. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants it all. It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead pretty late.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Chambers. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Chambers. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Shelton. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Oh, they're after him. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another